Hey guys, Stealth here and welcome back to Shipyard Heroes. This is going to be an interesting one, because we are designing ships for each other. So here's how that works. I'm going to be designing two ships, one a light cruiser from 1910 and one battleship from 1910. Those then get thrown into the pool of shared designs for the other content creators listed down below in the description. This is then going to get turned into one of those, let's say, spinning wheel contests, so I get to pick, or I get to fight somebody else, and they get to fight my ships. And depending on how well we do, we can gain or lose points. Now, I will be using the same ships that I send in myself as the actual fighting units that I have. So, I don't know what I'm going to be fighting, I don't know what the enemy is going to be sending my way, or even what content creator I fight. So, better have a ship capable of going up against, well, basically anything. It's going to be a light cruiser, and it's going to be a battleship. What can I get? A light cruiser can be a semi-armored cruiser 2. These are all going to be fairly slow at 21 knots. And... well, actually, you got this thing. You even got the scout cruiser. Scout cruiser with the 1910 Italians could really prove useful. Alright, so we're gonna go with the 1910 light cruiser, the scout cruiser. I need to make these things as versatile as possible, not only because I'm gonna be potentially using this guy against, well, basically anything, but also I'm gonna have to try and make this thing as effective against basically anything else as possible. Let's go with a couple funnels. Of course, we're gonna buff as much of the stats as possible. Forced, semi-oil, aux, shaft, steering. Yeah, that's fine. Group 3, reinforced 1, anti-flood, double, and that. Range finding, wow, tier 2. Okay, I think we're not going to hit anything at long range anyway, so I'd rather just have a flat 7.5% base accuracy. I don't care about mines, I do care about... no, not for this. I don't care about the light cruiser for radio, because it's not likely going to be the flagship. Okay. I have a bunch of tonnage left, but I'm going to take this in reverse, if you will. I'm going to armor this thing to high heavens, which is a bit too much. 3 inches on the decks there. Okay, hopefully this will boost survivability a lot. Now, when it comes to guns, I got Mark 2s across the board. So I'm thinking... a 7-inch gun cruiser. These are really light guns. It's just 57 tons. Can you fit a 7-inch on that? You can? Oh. Color me impressed. I like this. Boom, boom. No boom? You can fit there? Can you turn it all? Because I rather doubt that. But... nah. Underwater torpedo launchers. Let's see. If I push everything... no, I don't think so. If I push everything forward a bit... and then go like this... put that there, and put this here. Some parts are badly placed. Okay. 281% engine efficiency is a bit high, but, you know, I am kind of expecting one of those funnels not to make it. Get barbettes. Not cramped ship, please. Now the real question is, what sort of shell am I going to be firing from this thing? What sort of shell am I going to be firing from this thing? If I'm facing the enemy battleship, I want to make sure that this thing can set some fires, and with 0.9 inches of armor pen, I think we're going to be struggling. Dunite. What if I give them Dunite and heavy shells, like... Oh, incendiary hasn't been invented yet. Capped? Yeah. This should do it. The plan here being that with these guns, I'll be able to probably pen most of the superstructure of the enemy ships. And as such, I'll be able to go through that armor and probably set them ablaze. As for the shells, the AP shells, this could already be overdoing it. Yeah, let's go with semi-ballistic. I quite like semi-ballistic. Okay. That's basically the ship. She's very, very heavily armored. She's not going to be crewed by cadets, of course. Although I don't think this passes through. I don't care about range. We don't need range where we're going. 29 knots, 30 knots, 29.5, 29.9. No. Where's the magic cutoff point here? 29.8? 29.7. 29.6. No. Okay, fine. 29.5. Look at that. 29.5. 9,371 tons. Okay. 29.6. Boom. 200 tons extra. 29.7. And then it just adds 20 tons. This is such a magical barrier. Alright. 4 weight is a bit heavy. I could throw in torpedo tubes here, but it's really barely going to move the needle. So let's just, you know, add another turret, if at all possible. As for 4-inch guns, I don't really see how I can make those fit on this ship, so let's not. I am considering reducing the draft, because having a lower shooting platform does potentially mean I'm going to be less easily detected. Detectability 5900. Detectability 4700. Let's go with this. And yes, I am aware that there are some modifiers that might not help me out here. Because the ship, as such, is going to be closer to the water. So with a lower draft, you also tend to have greater chances of flooding. Turning speed's reduced. Operational range is reduced. Gun damage, well, that's a misnomer. Gun damage against me is improved. This thing basically takes a lot more damage. Actually, we have less flying chance and more base accuracy. Oh, I like that. Nah, that's fine. It's with this little targeting tower, and it's... yeah, it's the crane that's in the way, that's why I cannot shift these things. Alright, so that's the CL. I still have 18 tons, but I really don't know where to put that. Maybe I can armor up the turrets a bit more. Like that. Yeah, that ought to do it. Okay, so that is the Duca degli Abruzzi. That's my CL. Moving on. My battleship. Again, 1910. And this guy is going to be taking down the enemy battleship. I have a couple different designs. I got the Dreadnought 2 or the Dreadnought 1. They're basically the same. It's just that this thing is supersized. It seems to be the majority of the changes here. Speed 22.5 knots. Gotta go fast. Speed, to some extent, is survival, because with speed you'll be able to take potentially fewer hits, as you're a more difficult to hit target. We are gonna supersize this boy, because I can. And that's a really odd spot for a tower. Okay. Okay. So you want me to put, what, all my guns amidships? Because I don't really like doing that. 54% engine efficiency. There we go, 108. What sort of guns do I get? 9-inch... These are Mark III? How? Didn't I just have Mark... Yeah. The smaller guns are Mark IIs? Okay. That's less than what I was expecting. Now. This reloads in about a minute. Without buffs. I'm thinking 12s should do the trick. Anti-torp, yeah, some of it. Group. Reinforced. I'm also going to have to try and use these things, or, well, not try and use these things, have my AI, who's going to be taking control of these ships, use them to the best of their ability. So I kind of have to make the ship easy for the AI to use. That means no fancy pants bow-in maneuvers, because the game's basically too stupid to understand. So I won't do that. Actually, no. We're going to try and keep the ship at range, at least when I'm commanding it. So let's bring 7 inchers. No, that one won't fit. That's fine. Let's give these more length. 12% longer. Firing range is now 12.7 or 13.3. I'm going to go with... Oh, I should have put that on the CL, not this. Oh, well, it's fine. It's just going to mean that the HE shells pen faster, or pen better. Semi-ballistics. Allowing these things to pen a pretty respectable 3.1 inches of armor. Could not... Well, if they're going to be facing like my cruiser, which has 6 inches of armor, plus 115%, they won't make a dent in that. I mean, I won't face my cruiser, but it's not necessarily going to be true that I'll pen everything with this thing. Okay, we're going to go full capitalistic. So with this, I can pen quite a bit more. Hopefully enough. Reload, 20 seconds. Okay, heavy shells, reload 21 seconds, pen goes up a little bit. Now for the main guns. 12s? Like 12 duels? See, with this, I already don't know if the AI is going to be able to get this ship to do much. This looks really uncomfortable for the bridge. 4 weight offset's a bit high. Hold on. Are you one of those Frenchies? Oh, my 4 weight offset's way too high because my engineering section's here, basically. There you go. That tower is really particular. Hold on. How about this? It makes pretty little sense. But it works, I guess? Did I put a barbette here? I can. Because then this should be able to rotate over that, right? Whoops. Yeah. That's gonna be one of the weirder designs of late. Just need a bit more. Here? Stop moving the casemates. There, perfect 360 spinner turret. I like it. Okay. This thing is... What? Now that won't spin properly. Look, I like this design, I just think it's not gonna work. Because once I hand this thing over to the AI for somebody else to fight, it's probably gonna start pointing this gun, or it's probably gonna start pointing the ship at the enemy, which will not work. The AI simply probably doesn't understand and needs to turn sideways. So remove this, park this over here, and then put the turret in front, like there. Okay, I should have pretty fast target acquisition with this. Pen, 22.8 inches with the super APBCs. Okay. About 4,000 tons of armor is going to get added. Do I want additional length? pushes reload to 70 seconds. Does not really move my accuracy forward that much. So no thank you. Let's give it like 4 inches superstructure, 13, 6 main, 6 aft. Like 4 inches on the main deck. 4 inches foredeck, 4 inches aft deck, 20 inches on the conning tower. I still got a lot of displacement left. Can I make this thing faster? Without taking a massive penalty? No. Okay, 22.5 it is. It's unfortunate. How about going spacious quarters in case somebody starts burning me down? That is possible. If somebody starts building fire spammers and they encounter this ship, well, it could get a little hectic. Yeah, maximum bulkhead set. Okay, 15-inch main armor belt. Give me 747 aft. Give me 8. Give me 9? Wow. This thing is really tanky. No, 35 is a bit much though. Let's go 8.5. And then 8.5. And let's see if I can do something about that 4 weight offset. By like adding a bit more to the aft deck. Maybe taking a bit off of the foredeck. Add a bit to the aft. No, aft belt's not that useful. There. 5. Yeah. Okay. I'll accept this. Inner deck is not that important. Inner belt is. So that if the ship gets penned, she can still take a hit. And she should be able to survive. Sacrifice a bit here. Oh, you can add quite a lot. Okay, good. I like it. This is the San Gaetano. Proud Italian battleship. Fairly odd duck when it comes to a design. But that's what makes Shipyard Champions so nice. So fun. So, next part is going to be fighting something. So join me for part 2. Alright, time for part 2. This time, it's time for the battle. And I'm actually fighting Bro Silly's warships. It's going to be an interesting fight, because I have no idea what these ships look like. Now, I did not understand the rules correctly. I do not really have to play with the ships as I built them myself. I can build any ship that I see fit. You can basically send in some sort of meme warship to the other player. Anyway, I am going to go with the designs as I have laid them down. So it's going to be the San Gaetano for the battleship and the Duca degli Abruzzi for the light cruiser. I want to see how well these 7-inchers actually do. So I don't have to do much. The only key objective is to destroy the enemy task force without losing all of your ships in as quick a time as possible. Scoring. +1 point for each ship that you sink. This also counts for your AI task force. So my ships are going up against somebody else. My ships, well, these 2 ships are going up against Requiem 87. Linked him down below. You lose a point for every ship that you lost. So both here and in the battle that your, let's say, human opponent is doing. Anyway, let's begin. It's going to be 3 light cruisers against... Sorry, 3 light cruisers and 2 battleships, I should say, against the same of the enemy side. This is going to be an interesting situation. Situation to the north. San Gaetano and the CLs turn north. Range is only 9 kilometers, and that's maximum range, which basically means at this level of tech, 1910, you'll hit absolutely nothing. So northwards we go. Oh, wow, they have eyes on me? And I do not have eyes on them? But that was a large volley of fire that just came in. But they spotted me for a second, and then they lost me. Oh. I guess not. The hell? That's a lot of incoming fire. Ah, eyes on. Eyes on. What you got there, friend? Wow. Okay. That's a lot of casemates. And a lot of guns. That's 12 11.2 inches. 16 6.2s and another 8 11.2s. That's a fuck ton of guns. Okay. Can that pen me? No. Just no. Not with that level of armor. Okay. Flooding. Okay. Okay. I am kind of tempted to not use my light cruisers in this fight, because the more ships I keep alive, the more ships actually count as positive units. As points. The thing is, I will not be getting points for time then, because the objective is as quick a time as possible. So waiting until a ship like this runs out of firepower, like runs out of shells, or keeping my CLs away from the battle, both of those tactics don't work in this case, because the AI is simply going to, well, wear my time down as much as they can, and I don't want them to. Secondaries, HE please. You guys are about to open up, but I do believe I didn't exactly design those for AP. These were HE slingers with 7-inch guns. HE soft capped. Let's see if that'll actually do the trick. The San Gaetano has been shot at a lot. She's only received 4 actual hits and basically took no damage. Notification's about halfway through, so soon I should be able to see what that is. Oh, there's the CL. Should I prio the CL? Good lord. What the hell? You think that's enough guns? It's the French gunboat. Yeah. It's the French hotel balcony gunboat thing. Look at this thing. How much guns you got? 32 4-inchers? What is wrong with you? I'm kind of concerned about that CL more than the battleship. Because this thing still cannot pen me. This thing can burn me down in a hurry. Battleship, switch fire. We can pen. Probably not enough. I am opening myself up to attack. And I don't like that. Chance to pen probably still isn't very good. But it's a non-zero chance, as I believe they call that. I got 3 of those spammers. Alright. Challenge accepted. Make it happen. Blocked? Oh god, better not be a 6-inch armored boat. You know, the way I would do it. That would be fairly uncomfortable. And I don't have ID on this thing, so I can't tell you if I can actually kill it or not. CL, smoke yourself up. Go on. 11% chance to hit. I'll take those odds. At least 1 or 2 should actually hit that. There we go. Damage secondary tower. Over penetration. Okay. So you can get penned. And moreover, we might even be able to do too much damage to you. Oh, crap, my main tower's taking too much damage. 6 inches of superstructure tower. Or superstructure armor. The thing still takes damage. Come on. Burst. Blocked. There you go. That's a little better. Damage to main tower. Conning tower damaged. Flooding. Full 100% ID on the battleship. Tell me all about it. Bro, silly's baguette. Good lord. It's not even that heavily armored. The pen on these guns is pretty substantial. But I suspect that with that level of pen... Oh, it's standards. No, sorry, it's capitalistic 1. That's why if I angle even slightly, I can just shrug off basically any shell. Because that thing really does not like to prime very well. Okay, we're going to start switching fire to the baguette. Maximum bulkheads, standard quarters. Standard quarters is a weakness. Because that means I can take out the crew. I mean, I've done the same thing. I even given it spacious quarters. It's probably too heavily armored for HE to really make a dent in it, though. An AP from glide cruisers is probably not going to cut it. That is, if my CLs can actually hit the damn ship. Which is an entirely different issue. 7.5 clicks out. But you're probably getting hampered by your own smoke. Yeah, hampered by your own smoke. A lot. And other gun splashes. Yeah, we're all interfering with each other's shells at this point. I'm really quite curious to see how much armor this boat has, this CL. Could be a lot. Okay, new plan. Everybody fire HE at the lead battleship. I'm gonna see if we can take this guy down a peg. Just by crew. Oh, that's a lot of fire coming in on the CL. Can you hurt this CL? Surely you can. Yeah, you can. Quite badly as well. There you go, 3% crew lost, and it's ramping up pretty quick. 4-4, 4-6. What's the flagship range? Oh, 20.9 kilometers. Okay, fine. Etna. Please don't get a flash fire and live up to your name, Etna. CLs. Yep, it's the CL from hell, basically. It's the CL from hell. Oh, that was a good hit on the CL. The Duca has taken a ton of fire, and the Etna has too. No surprise, as they're basically taking all the fire from the battleships now. That's a lot of fire. These guys have got tons of shells as well. Just wear this guy down a bit. What's my chance to pen that? 26%. I'll take those odds. Especially with 34% chance to actually hit the damn thing. 51 for the Palestro. Come on. Get some work in. There you go. Whoa! I just lost the Duca. Come on. How my ship's doing? 13% crew lost, 7% crew lost. I'm getting subjected pretty much to the same treatment. Ah, the CLs are dying. Very quickly as well. I'm probably gonna have to Yeah, I'm gonna have to send these guys off. Crew? 19% lost. But that's just one battleship. I mean, there's another one behind that. I've lost 18 and 11. Kill it. That barely penned? Chance? 31. Come on. Show me then. Oh no. No, 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 no. Retreat. And try not to retreat into the enemy warship if you can. Switch to HE. This angle, we're not penning that. It's got a bunch of fires, and its control is going down a little. But this can still very much go either way. It's concerning. Oh. Ow. Flooding on the San Gaetano. Sparviero, maybe leave? Okay, well, that's one way to leave. Oh, boys. No, 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 no. Detach. Thank you. We lost 22% of the crew. That's half of what I need. At least those... No, they're actually still doing damage. 2k, 2.5k, 2k. They've done so much more damage to me than I have to them. It's insane. 24% crew loss, 24.5. 25. There goes the Etna. That's 3 ships down. So far I've scored 0 points, at least from my own attempt. This is not going well. And I don't really understand why I cannot pen this guy. I think the pen chances are lying to me again. Okay, so you cannot kill the crew fast enough. I cannot really outrange them, not reliably. And all my light cruisers are dead. This is going very, very, very poorly. You know, I might not even have enough high explosive or AP shells to start killing off that cruiser group after I'm done. And I kind of fucked myself over with the design because I have to be broadside. If I'm not broadside, I'm losing out on firepower. I think I'm not going to kill any ship here. Because the Sangetano is dead. The Palestro is also taking a beating and a half. And they're just going to snowball on me. They're going to do so much damage that my damage output... I mean, my damage output is basically reduced by 60% already. It's going to drop to 80%. Yeah. Not a good design. I'm very interested to see how the AI would command these ships. Whether they can make them work. Everything ricochets. And they don't. My armor has been messed up. Ah, destroy the torpedo launcher. Clever, because if I'd closed the distance, I've just been met by a torpedo. Which is nice. Can I at least get one bit of damage here? Like one kill? Flooding on the Baguette. The Sangetano is surrendered. Yeah, and the Palestro is going to be next. Damn, this is a bad round for me. Like, it's not even close. This thing has taken absolutely no damage. This thing hasn't taken any damage. The Lyon and the Baguette are basically intact. And the Cécile... What? It's taken... Yeah, almost nothing. Oh, that helps. 37%. All my 7-inchers are dead. Good lord. I honestly thought this was a fairly decent design. But nobody from the Italian fleet is going to make it home. And I didn't even take a single Frenchman with me. Yikes. Yeah, just do it. Make it quick. Flooding. Look at this thing. That is one dead boat. Ship, sorry. Gone. Jesus. 5-0. 5-0. I didn't sink a single one. Damn. Grow silly. Well done. That was an excellent design. I look forward to seeing how my ships do. Hopefully some better. Anyway, be sure to check out the other guys. All linked down below in the description. And I'll also set up the rules down there in case you want to try something like this yourself with some friends. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you soon for more videos.